Welcome to our guide on turning a disability backpay windfall into long-term security while protecting your benefits. In this video, we will walk through urgent steps to avoid the resource trap, how to use ABLE accounts, how to create an emergency buffer, and how to invest thoughtfully for the future. Let's begin by setting expectations and outlining our roadmap. Here is our agenda. First, we will discuss why windfalls come with risk for those on means-tested benefits. Next, we will cover SSI resource rules and typical timelines. Then, we will introduce ABLE accounts as a powerful protection tool. After that, we will present a step-by-step spend-down plan, an emergency fund strategy, and an approach to investing with diversified ETFs. We will also review common pitfalls to avoid, test your knowledge with quick quizzes, and then wrap up with key takeaways and next steps. This video is for educational purposes only and is not legal, tax, or personalized financial advice. Benefit rules and limits change over time and vary by state. Verify your current requirements with the Social Security Administration, your state Medicaid agency, and your ABLE program. Consider working with a financial advisor or benefits planner specializing in disability benefits. A $30,000 back pay is both an opportunity and a risk. If you receive means-tested benefits like SSI and Medicaid, you face strict federal resource limits, typically $2,000 for individuals and $3,000 for couples. Exceeding these limits can jeopardize your monthly benefits and healthcare coverage. Therefore, act quickly by researching your specific program rules, including any time-limited exclusions or spend-down windows referenced in your award notice. Maintain thorough documentation of every action, including receipts, account statements, and official notices. Use structured tools such as ABLE accounts, or, if necessary, a first-party special needs trust to remain compliant while you stabilize your finances. ABLE accounts are designed to help eligible individuals save and invest without losing critical benefits. The annual contribution limit changes with the federal gift tax exclusion. For 2024, it is $18,000. Some beneficiaries who are working may contribute additional amounts under ABLE to work, subject to limits. For SSI, up to $100,000 in an ABLE account is excluded from resource calculations. Amounts above that threshold may suspend SSI cash payments, but Medicaid typically can continue, subject to program rules. Qualified disability expenses are broadly defined and include housing, education, healthcare, transportation, and assistive technology. Eligibility is tied to disability onset age requirements. Currently, onset must have occurred before age 26, with an expansion to age 46 scheduled for 2026. Always confirm the current rules in your state program. Here is a comparison. ABLE accounts are quick to open, relatively low cost, and allow direct beneficiary control with an annual contribution cap, such as $18,000 in 2024. Up to $100,000 is excluded for SSI. They support a wide range of qualified disability expenses and typically offer investment options within the program. A first-party special needs trust has no annual contribution cap and is better for larger amounts, but it requires legal setup, a trustee to manage spending, and adherence to the trust's terms. It preserves benefits for large windfalls, but comes with fees and more complexity. Choose based on the size of your windfall, your need for control, and the urgency of sheltering resources. This is an illustrative plan for a $30,000 windfall. First, contribute $18,000 to an ABLE account. Then, address immediate needs. $4,000 for medical, dental, or assistive equipment. $3,000 to pay down high-interest debt. $3,500 for home and mobility improvements, and $1,000 for a prepaid burial plan that is often treated as excluded, depending on state rules. Finally, retain a $500 checking buffer. By the end of the spend-down window, total countable resources remain under the SSI limit, while essential needs are funded and a protected cushion is established in the ABLE account. Always confirm state-specific exclusions and keep proof of every purchase. Follow these steps. First, confirm your benefits type and any deadlines by reading your award or back pay notice. Second, open an ABLE account immediately. Third, fund the ABLE account up to the annual limit and consider ABLE to work if you qualify. Fourth, establish a 3 to 6 month emergency buffer within ABLE using a conservative investment option. Fifth, list your qualified disability expenses and prioritize health, housing, transportation, education, and assistive technology. Sixth, spend strategically, while maintaining receipts that show who was paid, what was purchased, when it occurred, why it was necessary, and how it was paid. 7th, address debts and critical repairs to reduce monthly burdens. 8th, review your investment options. Within ABLE, choose appropriate funds. And, if you are not on SSI, or once you are compliant, consider a taxable brokerage for diversified ETFs. 9th, set alerts and monthly check-ins to keep countable resources under the limit and automate good habits. Finally, consult a disability-focused advisor or benefits counselor to verify compliance and refine the plan. This Gantt-style timeline shows the first 90 days. In Phase 1, days 1 through 7, verify your benefits type and deadlines. Open your ABLE account and assemble required identification and banking details. In Phase 2, days 8 through 45, fund the ABLE account and complete priority spending on medical needs, debts, and home or mobility repairs. Carefully document every transaction. In Phase 3, days 46 through 90, finalize your emergency allocation within ABLE. Review and adjust investments for your risk level, perform a compliance check against resource limits, and schedule a meeting with a qualified advisor to validate your plan. When investing, safety and compliance come first. After covering essential needs and confirming benefit protections, use low-cost, diversified index options available within your ABLE plan to pursue growth. If you are not on SSI, or after ensuring your countable resources remain under the limit, you may consider a standard brokerage for broad market exchange-traded funds. Maintain discipline by automating monthly reviews, rebalancing annually, and avoiding high-fee or complex products. Do not treat insurance policies as investments unless a fiduciary professional provides a compelling, documented rationale. Quiz time. Question: under SSI rules, how does an ABLE account typically affect resource calculations? Options: A. All ABLE balances are countable resources. B. Up to $100,000 is excluded. Above that may suspend SSI cash benefits, but Medicaid can often continue. C. Only the first $2,000 is excluded. D. ABLE accounts have no effect on SSI. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is B. Up to $100,000 in an ABLE account is excluded from SSI resource calculations. Amounts above that threshold may suspend SSI cash benefits, while Medicaid can often continue, depending on program rules. This exclusion is a major reason ABLE accounts are valuable for beneficiaries. Next quiz. Question: what is the typical federal annual contribution limit to an ABLE account in 2024, excluding ABLE to Work? Options: A. $2,000, B. $18,000, C. $100,000, D. Unlimited with no cap. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is B. $18,000. This aligns with the federal gift tax exclusion and can change over time, so always verify the current year's limit. Additional contributions may be possible under ABLE to work for eligible individuals who have earned income. Use these Markdown-friendly lists to organize your plan. First, create a compliance checklist that includes confirming benefits, opening and funding the ABLE account, monitoring your resource limit, storing documentation, and scheduling monthly reviews. Next, follow the priority order: compliance and documentation, essential needs, an emergency buffer of 3 to 6 months, low-cost diversified investing, and ongoing review. Finally, use the sample note template to record each purchase or transfer, including the vendor, date, amount, purpose, and where the proof is stored. Avoid these pitfalls. Do not delay action because timelines matter. Do not leave excess cash in checking above the resource limit. Avoid complex or high-fee products you do not fully understand. Do not treat insurance policies as investments. Keep meticulous documentation, including receipts and statements. Finally, if you have earned income, evaluate whether ABLE to Work allows additional contributions. To summarize, shelter resources quickly using ABLE accounts, and consider a special needs trust for larger sums. Stabilize your finances by building an emergency buffer and addressing essential needs and repairs. Pursue growth with simple, low-cost, diversified strategies, and avoid unnecessary complexity. Document everything carefully and set monthly reviews. Consult a disability-focused advisor to ensure compliance and to fine-tune your plan. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. In the comments, tell us your questions or how you would structure your own windfall plan. Your experience can help others.